let's see. I think it is starting. There we go. So yeah, I guess welcome to anyone tuning in. I'm not sure I have made it super clear to the ones that might want to watch, but there's a first thing for everything. There's no one watching, but it doesn't matter all that much. I like to have some Star Trek on in the background, and I like to have the volume a bit lower so that I can hear myself think. So yeah, what are we working on? This is Fauth, as I call him. This is a low poly version of Fauth. He's got a high poly sculpt, which is more like where we are heading, and what I'm using to bake the normals, and I think that I have the high poly, and yeah, so you got this cool looking lab coat thingy, and I guess this is the full character. So he's who is he? He's a top researcher of the world I'm creating, and he's been there from the start basically. So I mean, it's difficult to tell you anything without going through the backstory and everything. So ask me, and I will try to tell you. So let's see. This one is what I'm working on. So as you can see, I have a fairly basic rig. I have made the basic rig here, and I've also set up a foot roll for one of the feet, which will be copied over later. But you have IK, and you have some foot roll controls like this. It's quite simple still. I mean, you have a main control bone for the IK, and you have a roll control for the heel and the toe roll thingy, and I also set the knee constraint for one of the legs. But here you can see the problem that I'm trying to work on today, mainly that this lab coat thingy has no weights. So I mean, everything is weighted. You see, or not the eyes, I guess, but you have basically everything is quite nicely weighted. I think I haven't looked at the hands, to be honest, but I mean, this is working, but the lab coat is outside of that, so I'm thinking that might need some work. So first of all, why isn't the coat weighted at all? That's the first question. And let's have a look at the weight paint. So yeah, and we will bring up the vertex groups, I guess, and I guess everything will be blue here basically. As you can see, the thumb is influencing there and so on. And the question is, where do I want to paint? I mean, I want... Okay, so it is going on the coat here. And yeah, it is, because it is it is red down here. It's taking all the coat with it from this point and down, basically. So I would like these to influence, or what I'm thinking is that if I could get some of the influence down, perhaps to both of these bones, it could just work. It might be that I have to do some kind of other funky solution, but I think that as long as I get some weighting here, so let's start trying this. Let's paint some crazy stuff here. I guess I have the tablet as well, so I could make this a bit less strong, or get a bit more control, I guess. So let's look at it from behind and take in something like that, I guess. And let's take this bone and just get some of the coat in here. Oops, sorry. Sorry again. There we go. And let's see if we get the coat in there. And we should probably take away. Is it? How do you delete it? I don't remember. I haven't done this in a while now. Weight is 0, I guess. Strength 1. And we take that away. And let's try something like that. And we'll go back to the armature and get into pose mode. And let's just try to take this main control and see. That's deforming quite nicely. You can't move. Yeah, I can move quite freely. That actually works pretty well. You have the problem where stuff is starting to go through here, and I guess what I have to do is to... Do I want more influence? Is that it? Perhaps. Maybe I want it to influence a bit higher so that more of it follows. Yeah, I guess that's what I want. And we'll hit the all. Is it G? Yes. And let's try this one as well. We'll just move it a little bit and see what happens. Yeah. So I guess what I want to do is like to just ease out some for this particular bone. Let's see how the roll works with it. That's nice, and that's not so nice, but I guess it's quite okay. I mean, I can get pretty far. I might want to, what I might want to do is that this bone or this roll control is set to 45 degrees maximum, and that's quite high. I think that I could go down to something around here, which might be what, 30, 20, 25 degrees or something. Let's just, what we can do is that we can put it here, go into the constraint for this bone, which is the heel roll. I don't know how I've spelled heel there, but that's okay. So we have a max of 45. So let's just start pulling this down and see. I'm thinking that around 30 or 25-ish or something. Let's pull it down to 30. And let's look when this foot, now I'm pointing at the screen, that's not helpful. Let's look when this foot is moving. When is it moving? 26, 25. Yeah. So let's set the constraints to 25 because I think that's okay, and I get rid of this leg going through the back of the coat. So I think that's good. And let's see, let's reset the rotation for this one, and let's try it. So I can go forward, no real problem. I think it's deforming quite nicely. It's up here where you get the problem, and backwards it is following a little bit quite nicely. I think I might want to look what's happening. Let's turn off the X-ray for the skeleton just for for a little bit here. Need to go to object mode, I think. And for the armature, we turn off the X-ray, and then we go back to edit, to pose mode and grab this roll control. Let's see. So I like that, because you can kind of get a feeling that the knee is pushing it all a bit, and that I think it's reasonably believable. And when you take it up, when you take it up, let's take that back, go to a different view and have a look. I should probably turn the axis off as well, because they are annoying me, and rotate it back. Yeah, I think that's working pretty well. We get some stretch here, or some see-through here, and that's what we are going to fix next then. So let's see. Well, we'll take this back, go back to object mode, grab this one and the weight paint. Let's see. Okay, so it goes up a bit here, but if we would weigh it, say 0.5-ish, I can't really put the weight on the pen, but I can put the strength. So I should be able to like just ease this out a bit here and take some more 5 here and just ease it out a bit up here. And let's see. And I can't really do this for the right side just yet, so I just want to see that it's getting nice, playing nicely here. Let's see, something like that, and let's see if we can select the lower leg and just push this a little bit and just ease it in here, because I like to see, that's a bit strong. I like to see this part also being a bit more influenced by what's going on over here when I roll up and mainly when I roll down on the toe, and we'll just take away from this side. I think that's okay. We can just ease it a bit here. I think that will work. Now I drop the leg there. That's probably not good. Let's just push it right back in there. As you can see, I have kind of the model in parts here. So I have the trousers, and I have no legs for this one. I hope that will work, because it's like a gap here, but I'm thinking that you will never see him like from a more extreme angle like this. You will be looking at him more from, yeah, I don't know if you're looking at him from something like this angle, I guess is more of an extreme. And let's see if we can get back to the armature here, and we'll get that X-ray back on so that I can see what I'm doing. So yeah, if we go back, oops, sorry. Now we get to look at Star Trek as well. That's not bad. That is not bad. And let's get this roll and roll it up. Yeah. Roll it back. I think it's a bit. No, I think it's a bit hard here instead. And we still have this problem. And the back seems to be playing a bit more nice. However, it's kind of pushing a bit here. But I think I will probably be okay with that. But I would like this. I mean, first of all, there's no real reason that the pants are this high. I could just cut them here or something, and because he will not be without his coat when, or I don't know, but I don't see it as likely that he will be without his coat here, because he doesn't really have any upper body or anything. I just have these gloves sticking in a bit, and the neck is sticking in a bit, so he doesn't really have an upper torso. So what I could do to get rid of that is just to lower the trousers and push them tighter together, like that. So I think that's what I will be doing for that, and not bother with that anymore. How do I like this? Let's get this x-ray off. I kind of like how it's deforming around here. That's okay, and it will of course be a more I will need to have a more relaxed area here when the right leg comes in as well, and I'm fine with that. So yeah, I like how this falls around the leg. You see, I think that's quite nice. Let's rotate it back and grab this foot control and have a look what happens when I start. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's stretching a lot around here, so I'm like getting that. What could I do about that? I mean, I want it to fall like this around the knee. I don't mind that at all. And he's not a runner. He's walking slowly. He will not be walking that fast. I mean, I must do something about the trousers up there, but that's not a problem. That's not a problem. And this is a lot of stretching up in this area. If you look, you see this line here. It's not all that great. I guess I might have pushed it a bit too hard. So I should probably go down around this area to, I don't know, 0.15, 0.25 something for the influence. Oh gee. So let's have another look at it. This is something I'm not super used to doing this, so there's a lot of guesswork. But I wanted to say weight paint, and let's see, upper. So yeah, I guess all this influence I added up here should really be quite small. Let's try 0.115. Yeah, let's see if I can just ease that away a bit. And we will have to look how the joints up here is working as well when I have made these changes. So let's just try to ease it out quite a bit here. Let's take this down as well then, I guess. Is it too little now? Is it too little now? I mean, for the back here, but I guess that's also something that's going away a bit when I take away some of the trousers there. I'm not sure how to do that. I guess I can't just cut the geometry. It might be that I have to rebind the skeleton, but that's not a huge problem, I guess. I think I can have my, I can lock the, I don't know. Let's try it out first of all. Go to pose mode, and let's see what happens if we bring this up looks quite nice actually. It also looks nice back here, I think. You see it falls a bit around the rump, and you get a nice fall here around the leg. That's nice, I like that. And if I push it forward, I get of course this, but that's not a huge problem because I will get rid of that, so I'm happy. And I can't lift the leg all that much because and I'm getting through there, but I don't want him to lift his legs quite as heavily. I want him to be walking kind of what's the word in English, I guess, neatly. No, easily, and that's a bit of a problem actually, because I can't really pull the leg anywhere backwards before it starts to go through here. How can I fix that? I'm not sure. I guess I can give more influence. How? I could push some influence on the top bone so that it gets more influence from this bone, I guess. Not sure. Let's see, we've been streaming for some minutes. Am I talking to myself? Am I talking to myself? I'm not talking to myself. Someone is actually watching this. Cool. So welcome if you are. I have some kind of chat thingy if you want to say hi, especially if someone else comes in. I don't know. So I'm a bit unsure how to do that, but let's start out looking at the roll. The roll is playing nicely, but what happens when I bring the rubber leg back? That will not work, I think. Then again, I guess when I'm animating, this will be more of the extreme, somewhere around there. So I wanted to at least be able to go back here, perhaps. So I would need to perhaps take some influence to this bone, just nudge it a bit so that in the back here we borrow some of the influence from this bone, so it really pushes it towards that. So we could try that. Let's try that. Oops. Let's try that weight paint to foot control left. I'm looking for here. Isn't it? You can't search for it. Is it in some kind of order? Yeah, it seems to be ordered. Ring, pinky, that's fingers. Clavicle, I can't spell either. Upper arm, lower arm, hand, I can spell. More fingers, upper leg, lower leg, foot, toe. Upper leg, lower leg, foot. I could, I guess, go to the foot there. Sorry about this, I can't seem to find that bone. Can I select the bone here? Yeah, I can, but I don't want to because I need to have this selection. So I need to find right foot, right toe, left foot, left. I guess I could use the foot left, but I don't want to do anything to the legs. To have one of these. Oops. We can use it this one? You know, for like example vertex paint, you have this possibility, but why isn't the coat visible? Is it hidden? Ah, it is hidden. So now I have the coat selected, I guess, and I should be able to go back to weight paint, and this is enabled, and let's just see if I can get some of this influenced on the foot. Is that working? No. Is it the right foot? Left? Should be this bone. That bone, okay. No. Whatever. So I'm not happy with that. Am I thinking about it the wrong way? I would have thought that if I push here it should go backwards toward that. But it doesn't seem to do that, so let's see if I have anything more here. Foot. Oh my god. Let's use a scroll wheel instead. Lower leg. Can't find those controls. Why is it? Because they are not. Because they are not. I guess I haven't added those bones. Is that the problem here? So this bone is not in this vertex groups because I made the controls for them after I did the skinning thingy, parenting, whatever it's called. So maybe that is one of the problems. If we would push it toward the lower leg, we have a lot of influence, and maybe we could even take... No. It's doing the opposite of what I'm hoping for, so that's a bit annoying. There, okay, so if I push it on the upper leg, I get it there, but still a bit low. So if I would take it higher, what would happen if I would put it to something like the neck, back, spine 1, for example? Oh, the spine 1 is influencing a lot on that. So maybe that's the problem. Yeah, let's ease that. That seems like a good first step. It could have some influence like this, but I would like to ease it quite a bit because that's up here or something, and I think my youngest is just waking up here and might need some attention, and that will be the end of the stream, of course. I would also like to just introduce myself at some point. I haven't really done that. And no, so I think I would even take it lower. Maybe no influence at all for this. Yeah, here we're starting to get something. And let's see. Then we can let the legs drive this influence. That's much more what I wanted. So the back drives it up here, and let the legs drive it down there. I can't really look at the chat at the moment, so you know, because I have just one screen. That's a shortcoming, but I'm mainly here to actually work on this. And hopefully it is enjoyable to watch me ramble slowly without much to say. We have the foot, we have the lower leg, upper leg. Let's push the upper leg here, something like this and just get a little bit of influence up here. And let's take the lower leg and push it up a bit as well. No, why not? No. It's the opposite what I want once again, and I want some of this influence here so that we can get something like this perhaps. Yeah, let's make it follow a bit here. There we go. And then if we put some of the foot here, then it's going away, yeah. And if we put what more do we have? The toe? I guess we could borrow some from the toe, but at a very low weight, some 0.115, I guess 0.125, and just ease it in there. Just take it a bit along here. Could even take a bit up here because I kind of like. Oops. That's way too much. Oh, it's so picky. It's so picky. And then I might get something like that, but I don't like how this thing is like going crazy. So let's see then. Oops. That's high. It looks so high. Let's just take it back here. And these don't have to have any influence, of course. So let's just move this away from the toe. Why is that on the toe? No, but what I'm doing here is basically I'm trying to create something that I've written a lot about it, and I have some chapters. I'm not done with the writing either, but I have some chapters written for a kind of a sci-fi novel, I guess you would describe it, which I call Qrikko. And Qrikko she's mix of human and cheetah, I guess, and she starts to exist just because they live on a dying planet, basically, because all the resources have been used up irresponsibly, not unlike how we are using up this planet's resources. But basically, from nothing to kind of folk, I call them, which is the humanoids of the planet, they started existing. Why, no one knows. Big Bang, something like that. No one really knows. They just did. That's reasonable. I mean, why wouldn't they? They had no recollection of not being, so they started to do stuff, and basically you have the brains, which I refer to as the producers. Fauth, as we are looking at him here, is a quite senior researcher, and he has been involved in a lot of stuff you don't really know, but he's quite influential. And where the story kind of starts, this is all spoilers, just so you know. Okay, so the toe is taking that with it now. Okay, so where the story starts, you you start out as Qrikko starts existing, and she just does, and in her mind she's always been, it's, or always, but she's lived a life, nothing strange there. And Fauth and some of the so-called enforcers are the ones. Oh, that's not good either. There's some work to do on that lower leg. One of the things is this. I don't like that. I'm not liking what's happening here. So the lower leg needs to take away some of the weight here, I guess. No, you sorry, I'm rambling. You are starting out when Qrikko actually wakes up for the first time. She's living on a rooftop. Kind of a scavenger, I guess you would call her. And this is after the world's kind of gone to a bad state. They used up all the resources, and as they did, they realized that this is not working for us. So what we need to do is that we need to move the whole thingy, because we are killing it. So they moved down into the core of the planet. Actually, they moved all the way down to the planet core so that they could sustain for a bit longer. I'm going to take away this and try to make it a bit better, because when the right leg is coming in, it will fix some of this. And I'm right now just trying to ease it out a bit. They have moved down into the planet core in order to sustain some kind of manageable system of living for the time being, but they are kind of gathering resources, trying to figure out ways to perhaps leave the planet, or make some kind of plan for how to, what am I doing here? Some kind of plan so that they can keep on living, because it's not working. The planet is dying, and they are keeping it on life support, basically. So Qrikko starts to exist, and Fauth and his people knows that this is something that is happening. She's coming into existence. And that is making this all researcher quite curious to see what is going on. So he's there with his enforcers to bring her into the laboratories to do some research, or I don't know, maybe something like that. Of course she doesn't have much of a choice, so she comes with him, and I guess something like this. And as she do, she gets to know a lot of people in there, and I don't know what's going on here over here. I don't know where is this influence. Is it the foot? Is it the upper leg? Is the upper leg? I guess no. It is not. Who is pulling that one down? No, so that's basically the main story as it starts out. And what I want to do with this is that I want to do episodes, but not episodes like in The Walking Dead or anything like that, but more like looking at how they are doing episodes in things like comic books. Love comic books. It's awesome. Let's just have a look at this. Someone must be pulling that one. That would be cool, and it would be manageable, because if I'm currently like getting some basic resources made, Fauth for example, and Qrikko, and some of the enforcers, some of the environments that they will be moving along in from in the start. So I have the rooftop pretty much done with texturing and everything, and something strange going on here. Sorry. And so on. I guess that might have been what I saw. No, it's still the coat. It's still the coat. Sorry, starting to get a bit tired. I guess I am father of 3, and one of them is currently at the hospital. It's no worries. He will be fine, but he's just 2 weeks old, and he got a virus. In Sweden we call it RS virus. I'm not sure if it's the same in other countries, but look it up. You could probably Google and translate it if you want to know what it is. And basically he gets a lot of phlegm down in the lungs, and he can't handle it, so he needs some oxygen and whatever it's called in English, I don't know, to help him breathe. And he will be there for a couple of nights more, I am guessing. But it looks good, and he will not be sick for forever. Kids that get this sickness usually get well soon. I don't know. They are usually not sick more than a week or 2. Okay, we're starting to get something. I think I will not let this go too long, because I'm starting to become quite boring. I'm sure. Let's see, I want that way or more like that, I think. Do I have back face coloring off? Back face. Let's see if I do this. Shouldn't it be? Whatever. Is it that one? Use a scene active camera. I don't care. No, but he will be fine. And I have 2 kids sleeping in the other room, so yeah, I guess I said that I was a bit tired, so that's the reason. But I wanted to try to do this just to get a feel for it, and know if it's something that I want to do, and even if I have no idea if anyone is watching, or even if anyone is interested in doing so, I kind of like it because it makes me keep focused in a way. I don't like that. Why is it? You see what's happening when I draw here. I guess the pencil is quite big, but it shouldn't be influencing more than the inner dot there. What did I do now? Z. And I want it to just influence the side I'm working on, because this is kind of annoying. There we go. I don't want any influence there. I will probably do some more on this after I'm stopping the stream, because obvious reasons this is not working out all that great. But if I add more, okay, so I want to add less, kind of nothing, to these. Yeah, there we go. It's so difficult when it's pulling through to the back, because I don't really know what I'm doing all the time then. That's good, that's good. Let's bring this one back as well, so that we don't have so much influence. And I also have to like finish the week before I do all too much with this. Let's see if I push this, and no, okay, no. Let's take that back, and maybe I want to weigh this a bit thinner, so that I get some of that, like more of the curve here. So if I take, sorry, if I could push it even lower in this region, I guess I can get this nice folder on the not influenced leg. Yes, we're getting there, but this, let go of it. I said let go of it. So yeah, at the moment I am waking up in the morning, and I take the kids to kindergarten, and I go to the hospital, and I visit my wife and my sick little kid, and that's how I spend my days. And then I thought in the evening I will just try to sit down and do some work, and then I thought I have been interested in trying to stream some work, so that's why I'm here. That's what we're doing right now. Let's take, I want this one, okay, well, whatever. So I think that I am going to leave it at this for now. Let's just have a quick look. We are in post mode. Let's roll. It's rolling that one up pretty hard, and that's not what I want. That looked funny. I think there's something funky going on with this one. Who is pulling it? Who is pulling that one? Let's see if we can see that. We have a lower left leg, which is maybe interested in some influence here. There's someone else pulling in that direction. Maybe if we take some here and a bit higher up in here, and maybe even a bit higher up in here, and just ease that, something like that. Yeah, that will work for now. So let's try that again and see if I could become happy with that. This one is crazy now. Rotate only on the X. That will be okay, but I don't like how it gets stuck. Oh my god, there's something crazy there as well. Let's see, can I get into white paint? Who is taking that one? Is it me? Yeah, this. Let's let go of this. Let go of this. Let go of this. And someone else. Let go of this. Something like that. And maybe we should. Nope. We should. Okay, we're on lower leg now, so let's push this even further. And let's push it even further, maybe. Something like that. So get something like this. Now I'm just getting a bit too caught up in this, I guess. You have to yeah, let's go with that. I'm just going to take you through till I'm done with the base function of this. There's something sticking out as well. I did not want that sticking out. Who is pulling that one? Who is pulling you? A little bit here. Who's pulling you? Who's pulling you? Who's pulling you? Stop pulling. Are you pulling? Oh, you are pulling. So let's just make you pull a bit less. That will be workable. That will be workable. Let's go back to the armature. Object mode, armature, pose mode, rotate back, get it rotating up. I'm happy with that, and I think that's okay for the angle. I don't want it to be all that steep, and it falls nicely here, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I like how that kind of stays on the leg in a nice curve, letting this one like fall down a bit. That is nice. And let's rotate the view. You can see, yeah, I like how this is also falling a bit like this, you see? Like a curve down to the left. That's not too bad. And there we, what is this? Let go of it. That's vertex paint. That's not what I want. I want weight paint. Is it the foot? Is it the toe? Is it the whatever? I don't even know. Could be those back pieces, those spine pieces. The spine. So that should influence some, I guess. The root should not do much at all. Neck, root, neck. Let's see if we can see something that is visibly pulling it. And if there's something lighter towards light blue or even reddish. Oh, there, no, that was not it. Bit strange to me what's happening here, because I am not following. Oh, it's a toe, it's a toe. I just couldn't see it. Let go of the toe. So yeah, again, once more, let's have a look. This is my process. I guess I like how it falls a bit here, and then you get this kind of leftish fall on it. I like how it follows up here to give the rounding on the other leg. It's a bit of a peak here, but I don't care too much. I like how it looks and how it shapes right now. I'm happy with that. And let's see what happens if we push the leg up. Shoo. We are getting through here a bit, but not too bad. I mean, he won't be running, and he will be lifting his feet. Not too much. He's old. He's not that old, but he's old. So maybe he will not lift his feet much higher than something like that. And I'm okay with this. And he will be pushing his leg forward to walk, and I'm somewhat okay with this. I'm not all okay with this thingy, but I'm not doing it now. Don't fear. I'm letting you go soon. I will be letting you go soon now. Then we will be pushing it back, and we will go something like that, but then we will also be rolled up when we get there. So maybe back here or something. That's okay. Still have this. There is something influencing there that I don't like. Something pulling it forward, and you can see it even when I push this forward. You have it here as well, I think. Oops. G. Isn't that back? I want the red one. Yeah, that seems to. No, I don't want the red one. I want the green one. And let's see if I can find a good angle to see this. Going. Okay, so it might be over here. The influence is a bit wrong, but I think that I will stop here because I've streamed like an hour already, and I think that you're quite bored at this point in time. So if you have been watching, let me know if it's something you like or would like to see more of. If you are interested in the project and want to know more, I don't know. If you think I'm a handsome guy and want to know me, I am married, but I am always up for new friends. So that will be, or not always. I don't. I mean, I like nice people, mainly nice people. If you're nice people, I probably will want to know you, and so on. And now I'm too tired to do this. So let's just say good evening. Wow, this is crazy. Do you see this? How far does it go? I mean, this kind of thing, that's in line with what I'm thinking when I'm doing the project. So that's nice. For now, I'm going to say goodnight. I've been live for 59 minutes and 23 seconds. So maybe I should just keep going for the hour. It's half a minute away. Who knows? Yeah, thank you for your patience anyhow, and hopefully I will do this again sometime. Who knows? Now there's 10 seconds, so I'm going to shut it off exactly at 1 hour, and I will feel some kind of accomplishment. Bye.